Are you tired of losing at Mario Kart World? First place always seems to elude you. You see these crazy tricks online and you think, how can I ever beat this? Well, don't you worry. I got your back with these tips and tricks. The first choice that you're going to have to make is what character to pick and what cart to pick. Now, it might seem like you should just pick your favorite character, Dry Bones, but as it turns out, every character is in a different weight class in this game. So I have this chart here from Real Bartolomeo from Reddit that actually shows the weight classes of each character. There might be other minor differences I'm not aware of, but generally the heavier the character, the faster and heavier you are, but the worse your acceleration and handling is. The lighter a character you are, the slower and lighter you are, but the better your acceleration and handling are. If you hit Y, it does show you the stats of your vehicle, which does take into account your character's weight class. If you don't know what else to pick, the Baby Blooper is a pretty safe pick and has pretty balanced stats. In order to get the boost at the start of a race, you have to press and hold A when the number 2 appears. Right there. And you should just easily get the boost. Items have a huge impact on the race, and you should try to understand how and when to use them. In Mario Kart World, you can hit the throw item button to get an item earlier from the roulette wheel. Mushrooms still increase your speed, which allow you to take shortcuts and dodge blue shells. Golden mushrooms are mushrooms that you can use infinitely until they run out, and they have the same properties. Shells can be used to snipe your opponents, but can be blocked by held items. Don't forget that in Mario Kart World, you can tilt your camera to throw an item in any direction. There are certain items not affected by this though. For example, the red shell, because it automatically homes in on your opponent. The golden shell always travels in the center of the track, so steer clear if you see one behind you, and it leaves a trail of coins. The blue shell does make a return with this sick throw animation. It will hit anybody on its way to crush the person in first place's dreams. It's a very long stun animation. Only some items can defend you from the blue shell, most notably the super horn and the mushroom. Other items can too, like the superstar and boo, but they're less common to have in first place. Despite giving you a speed boost just like a mushroom, the happy meals does not save you from the blue shell, nor does the feather item. The feather can be used to dodge normal shells though. It can be used to save you from a failed trick, or you can cycle them out of your inventory. Bombs are difficult to use but have a big AoE and stun for a decent amount of time. Bananas are still in the game, which can trip people and block items, and as you can see, there's still ink from the bloopers, which you can get rid of with the speed boost item. Bananas also have a tricky arc like the bomb to throw, but they have very little reward on hit. You cannot even overtake somebody by hitting them with one banana. The coin block is good for giving you coins, which does increase your top speed, but be careful because you are giving the people behind you coins as well. Bullet bills are as good as they ever have been from behind, but notably they will not knock over opponents now, they just knock them to the side. Fire Flower and Ice Flower work very similar to shells, except you have multiple charges. Hammers are a new, strong item, but they do have a blind spot right in front of you and don't go that far. Kamek Orb will change you into a minion, messing up your drift and spawning a hazard related to the minion you get spawned into. Boomerang goes in a straight line and does go through defensive items, so it's very useful in that sense. And on the last charge of your boomerang, it will continue flying, which can snipe enemies. Boo makes you intangible, allows you to go off-road, and steals an item from a random player. Mega Mushroom makes you faster, allows you to crush enemies, and makes you bigger. The Superstar makes you faster, invincible, have a constant hitbox, and flash like a rainbow. Mario Kart World has a lot of movement options that exceed pressing A to drive forward. And understanding and knowing how to use these options can make the difference between winning and losing a race. Newest to Mario Kart World, you can neutral trick, trick to the right, trick to the left, trick up, and trick down. You do get a mini turbo after doing a trick. The air time from doing a trick off of the ground ends up making you go slower in a straight line. I know I was tempted to do this when I started playing the game, but trust me, it does not make you go faster, as you can see by my testing. Instead, you want to use the grounded boost to get to places that would otherwise be inaccessible. Use tricks to jump in between rails or walls, or use them to guide into your turn. Depending on the map, this is not always faster, but can help avoid hazards. You will automatically trick off of certain objects like poles, and you can use this to either skip certain terrain, large gaps, or however the heck you can figure out how to use it. Jump off cars, even jump off other players. Doing this will even cancel your lag after getting hit by an item. Remember, you can wall ride too, which can help you take very tight turns, let you get up to places that you couldn't before, and just be utilized in general to go faster. Something you should also try to do whenever you can is draft your opponents. You do this by sticking behind them for just long enough for you to get a massive boost. This gives you a bigger boost than a mushroom. And remember, in this game, you're forced to hold items behind you. So if the enemy doesn't have an item, they can't hit you when you attempt to do this. Drifting is also very important in this game, which you perform by hitting either R or ZR while turning, which is the same button for tricks, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that. Drifting lets you take tighter turns and gives you a mini turbo after you're done with it. There are 3 levels to the mini turbo. There's the blue sparks, there's the orange sparks, and there's the rainbow sparks, each giving you subsequently larger amounts of boost. Some shortcuts and skips are harder than they look because they take precise tricks and timing. Some might look difficult but are easier to perform than they look. The only real way to get better at the Tony Hawk system in this game though is to practice, look at skips, try them for yourself. Memorizing tracks can make a huge difference because it will allow you to know the fastest route in certain circumstances. Every stage has little tricks in them, just like on this stage how you can go into the lava without getting burnt immediately. There are 3 Happy Meals in Mario Kart World. The small one giving you a mini turbo-esque boost, the medium one giving you a mushroom-esque boost, and the large one giving you a draft-like boost. You can dodge blue shells with mushrooms that are already on the ground, and you can dodge blue shells in single player by reversing time. If I missed any of your favorite tips and tricks, please comment them below, and please subscribe. Thank you for watching.